Live behind the scenes here in the heart of West Texas. This is the James Hendricks Show. This episode is called I Have a Bone to Pick with Both Parties, and I do. You know, that infrastructure bill, 13 Republicans in the House voted for. What's wrong with that? At least some of the Democrats had the class to vote against it. Anyway, you want me to report the news. So, let me do a few clicks of the mouse here. Yeah. A few clicks of the mouse. We're going to go into the conservative news for a few headlines. Going to conservative news. Now, hold on just a second, computer. Going into conservative news, and what the? I can't believe I actually have to search for it now, because there's a cost for it now on the Google Play Store. You know, sometimes I think big tech is a bit too big for riches. Oh, I said something. That's made them mad. I'm willing to bet. But I'm a person that likes to look out for the little man. Yeah, I know. To some people nowadays, they're kind of like, how can conservatives look out for the little man? Well, what in the world? All right. We're going to go through a few. I think the first one we should go through is the Federalist, okay? Seeing that I'm a conservative Federalist. Don Lemon accuser say CNN anchor tried to settle sexual assault case 3 times. Okay, we're not going to cover that one. Okay? We're not going to cover that one. Here's another one. Democrats' so-called bipartisan infrastructure bill erases sex and hurts women. Ooh! Look at this. There's probably things in that infrastructure bill that the common American people aren't going to be able to read because of idiots. Now, listen to this. It says this. Democrats presented their so-called bipartisan infrastructure legislation as the tenor of the Biden administration backed bills in front of Congress this fall. But the text actually included another culture war win for leftists. And 13 Republicans voted for this, okay? So I have a bone to pick with both parties. Under Section 60307 of the recently passed deal, American institutions that receive funding from the infrastructure legislation are denied the ability to acknowledge scientific facts about sex. Then this is a quote here. No individual in the United States may, on the basis of actual or perceived race, color, religion, national origin, sex, gender, identity, sexual orientation, age, or disability, be excluded from participating in, be denied the benefit of, or be subjected to discrimination under any program or action. This is bunk. This is bunk. Listen to me. I am going to get a tad preachy and we're going to move on. The Bible makes it clear. God made them male and female, with marriage between one man and one woman for life. Now, stuff like that makes me boil. For so many years, in conversation among adults, when I was an adult, there are some people who say, well, people have a sexual identity disorder. Why can't we dig a bit deeper? Okay? Have psychologists evaluate. Objective psychologists. 13 Republicans voted for this. Shame on them. That's right. That's why, in some ways, I may vote a certain party in November. I will not say on the air. Not on an off-election year who I vote for. Because off-election years, come on guys. What I endorse is common sense conservative, okay? I'm not a registered Democrat. I am not a registered Republican. I am a conservative federalist. Because right now I am ashamed of both parties. Particularly, now, the Democrats that had the guts to vote against this infrastructure bill, yay! I applaud you. I applaud you for having the guts. Because the 13 of the party that I used to be registered with, shame on you. Shame on you. Okay, this is ridiculous, guys. Now, I promised that this would not be a reactionary show. So guess what? We're going to move on. We are going to move on. And if I sense that the news is too reactive, well, shoot, we'll just have fun. Alright? Now, here's the next item of news in the Federalist. Global investment firm forces executives to snub white men in light of race hiring quotes. We're going to stay away from that one, okay? Sometimes I think the Federalist is a good report, but I think I think that they should. We'll go to Breitbart, okay? Let's go to Breitbart. Watch. Kenosha. I don't know how they pronounce it. Detective admits Kyle Rittenhouse only shot people chasing him. Okay, we're going to stay away from the Kyle Rittenhouse controversy, okay? Biden White House tells businesses to follow vaccine mandates despite court block. Oh, well, let's say it's noon in the White House. Now listen, I realized what I did yesterday, and I feel sorry that Biden has dementia. But we're going to have just a tad bit of fun anyway, okay, guys? Now, live behind the scenes, President Biden has a conversation with Kamala Harris. What's going on in the vaccine front? A lot of businesses are protesting. Well, go out and tell them to take the vaccine, or we'll force a shutdown. Mr. President, are you okay? I've been at this all morning. I haven't received an intelligent letter from the American people, except for maybe a few. Well, I think I need a little drink. No, Mr. President, that's not a good idea. A nap then? Maybe I can watch Matlock on my DVR. Mr. President, why don't you take a nap? I can take over the daily operations until you wake up. Thank you, Kamala. Oh, where's Jen Psaki? Your press secretary? She's in office. Give her the talking points. Tell her I want those people to start taking those vaccines. And now, return later for behind the scenes in the White House. Now look, folks, I'm going to be honest with you. If it's true about Biden, about the dementia, as a human being, I feel sad for him. I have had at least, I think, one close acquaintance talked to me at one time about dementia, and it's not an easy disease to deal. And I only parody Biden in jest. If it is proven indeed that he is suffering from that, my heart is sad for him in that way. Because, yes, I know we believe that they stole the election. I'm just going to be honest with you. I believe that. But I believe he is the President of the United States, and so have some degree of decorum on this show. Because I don't think he's cognizant to remain in the